got me to notice him, it was his character, his mannerisms, and the way I felt after he basically dropped everybody off. My sister, everybody we hung out with, and I was always the last one with him, and he would take me back to my aunt's house where I was always comfortable around him. I never felt uncomfortable. He never made unwelcome gestures towards me. Not shoving his hands, trying to, get a little free touch.
I'm not that unprofessional.
So, I noticed those things about him. He always opened the car door for me.
Still doing it.
Yes, he
going
still.
on 3 years marriage.
Yes, he still opens the car door.
Woo.
Even when I'm upset with him, he still opens the car door.
Even when I am upset with her, I still open the door. But I don't want to do it, but I said, no, let me still do it because I spoiled her too much. And when you spoiled someone, it's done. You have to do it your lifetime.
So, he would open a car door. He basically catered to me the whole time. Took me everywhere I wanted to go. So, like I said, I never got a driver. He became the driver. He did take off the entire 6 weeks that I was in Suriname. He took off from work the entire time, which I appreciated. I even offered to pay him because, remember, I didn't like him. I didn't want him. I didn't look at him like that. He still wouldn't accept any money from us. And I think I worked him more than him being a cop. he was like, it was worth him being an Uber driver.
Every morning, 7 o'clock, I was proceeding.
And the distances are really kind of far. So when I started noticing him, when he caught my attention, for the way he dropped me off, as a gentleman, I mentioned to my aunt, I said, I like him.
You did? Well, that's what I hear now.
I told my aunt, I was like, I like him. So she's like, okay, when is his birthday? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm going to go look on Facebook. So I went to look, and it said March. So I was like, he's in March. I was like, oh no. I was like, it's not possible. So because I'm a Pisces, I'm March as well. I said, and I usually don't get along with another male Pisces. I think that was from the past. I didn't like my brother's high school friend, and we had the same birthday. So, I think maybe he put up a fake birthday, so let me just ask him. And I asked him, next time he picked me up, I said, when is your birthday? And he said, March 20th. I said, oh my gosh, you are March 20th? Seriously? And he asked me when was mine. I said, March 15th. So we continued from there.
But when did you give me your number?
I don't remember.
I asked her number 2 years, since 2015. And the day I got her number was December 31st, 2016. That's the day she gave me her number. Yeah. Really?
I'm not going to say I was playing hard to get. Like I said, I didn't have my eyes on you.
Huh?
So, he earned me. I will say that. He did earn me.
What?
He earned me. So, my time being there was coming to an end. And he did everything for us, even for my sister's birthday party, driving back and forth, going to pick up my dad. He did all those things, When I did notice that I started, having feelings for him, I did let him know that. I told him I wanted to just spend some, alone time with him, for us to get away, to go to a resort. And we did, so I could kind of get to know him better on one-on-one. And, even the way he treated me then, it was just remarkable. And my feelings for him started growing at that point. And I did end up telling him, you know, I did tell you that I liked you, right?
Yeah, you told me that you like me, but you asked me if I like you. And what did I say? The time of like is in the past. I love you. That's what I told him.
No, you was like, I am in love with you.
Yeah.
Told me he was in love with me. I mean, at that moment, I was kind of surprised because I couldn't say that back. I mean, how do
Why not?
Because I wasn't in love with you. I mean, I can only be me. I can only just be honest. I was not in love with him. You know, I just liked the person he was, his personality. You know, I wasn't even looking at the looks. Like, I didn't even notice his looks.
Handsome man, right? Good looking man, handsome.
Anyway, but his heart. And I remember the first, he sent me a song. You sent me a song.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson. I'm a
Charlie
Charlie
Wilson.
Wilson guy. You know Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, he's very old school. So he sent me.
All I have is love, right?
All he had was love.
All I have is love.
And that was kind of touching because I've always said in my life that if I am with someone, I want to have the type of love that money can buy, the type of love that even if we had to resort into living in a little shack where we lost everything imaginable and we have to live in a little shack, I want to be happy with that person. I want to be in love with that person. And this is the person that I got to know. You know, I got to know a gentleman. I got to know someone with some, when I say old-fashioned values, I'm referring to the aspects of how things from that men would do back in the days is the things that he does. You know, he caters, you know, he's very attentive, you know, very caring, respectable, humble, and meek. And it was time for me to come back to the U.S., so we had to say our goodbyes.
Mm-hmm.
He did ask me to, he wanted to go to my parents at that time, you know, to let them know that we, you know, were interested in seeing one another. And I told him no because I wanted to come back to the U.S.
See how it is.
And see how I felt about him. To just make sure it wasn't a vacation type of sling going through my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I left.
When was it?
Yeah, you know, and I came back into the U.S. And when I got here, he continued to keep in contact with me.
Every day, every second, every minute of my life that I was, how you say it, credit?
You have to buy, it's almost like the Metro or Boost mobile phones that you have here where you would have to buy minutes and put them on your phone. In Suriname, they still have that, where you have to buy minutes to put on. And even you buy your minutes separately and you could buy your internet separately.
I did it every
So if
day.
you wanted to video chat me, he would have to buy internet minutes. So, and I'm not gonna lie, he called every day. He called me every day. Video chat, regular. I seen his consistency through it all. And I also didn't want to date anybody else here. I had lost going out. And my mind and my thoughts were to be with him. He stayed on my mind, and then I knew, you know, that the feelings that I had were real. So, one day, you never skipped a day. Nope, he never skipped a day.
Never. In my life.
He did ask for me to come back, and when was that?
August.
August 6th.
August 6th.
He sent for me to come back in August of 2017. He requested for me to come back, and I did. I couldn't wait to go back and see him. I was really excited. There was a way. But when I arrived, he cooked. That's when I realized that he knew how to cook.
What?
He cooked.
I can cook anything.
He cooked.
You know?
Food. The house was immaculately clean. Everything was in its place. I was thinking like, this is too good to be true. I need to know what the hidden agenda is.
Well, in a woman's heart, you have to know how to cook.
Then my aunt said, listen, we're going to go across the bridge. We're going to go across the bridge. I start walking ahead.
And what happened?
And then she's like, you're too far. She said we were going to take a picture. So she's like, you're too far. Turn around. And when I turned around, he was on his knees.
Who? Me? Yeah.
He was on his
I was
knees.
on my knees. She was surprised. It was a surprise, you know.
Yeah.
And that
He
was
asked
the day,
me-
it was August 13th, right?
Yeah.
August 13th, 2017,
17.
you know.
And he asked me for my hand in marriage. And I said yes. He's the first man on this planet I ever said yes to.
I know.
I don't know how he got me still, but I mean,
Everything
you guys
is
know.
God. Everything is God.
Definitely, this is definitely God, because I never imagined it happening. I never seen it happening. As you know, I had no interest whatsoever. And it was all God and him being persistent, knowing what he wanted.
And nobody.
I did accept. I came back into the U.S. He came back. Well, I came back by myself. It was hard to leave and leave him behind. Those were the hard moments in our life. You know, I'm able to go there and come back, but can't come back with him. I did think about doing the 90-day fiance, but we'll talk about that another time. So I came back, and then one day he called me. My parents, and I came in August, and my parents left in September to attend my uncle's birthday party. So while I was here and they were there, my husband now called me, then my fiance called me and said, I need to go and see your father. You know, and I'm like, for what?
Respect.
He said, I have to ask him for your hand in marriage. You know, he said, I know we are both adults. You know, however, I believe in having the parents' blessings over our marriage. So I do need to go ask your dad, for him being the head of household, the head of your family. I need to ask for your hand in marriage. And he did do that, went to my dad, and my dad accepted him into the family with open arms. So did the rest of my family, my siblings. We didn't have any drama going on.
This coach is too soft.
We didn't have much drama going on. This is also one of the reasons why I didn't think we would have made a good
What?
episode for TLC, the 90-day fiance.
No.
Because there's so much drama on theirs.
A lot of drama.
But so he did go to my dad. He was welcomed into the family. He did meet most of my siblings. You know, get married. We didn't set a date. I didn't even know when that was going to happen. What we did, we had asked for a visa, a visitor's visa for him to come over for my mom's birthday. And he was denied. He was denied.
Twice.
But, you know, like I said, God always knows your ending from your beginning. With that said, I say this. We did have some obstacles. You know, everything doesn't always go smooth. We had some obstacles, you know, where you will have people, you know, the same way people will be happy for you, you will have individuals that aren't happy for you. And they will do whatever they have in their power to will ruin you. And definitely, you know, he had that